And we're good. I love it when that happens. Hi, everybody. I'm Treble, and these guys are audio pilots. And thank you so very much for coming out this morning. Totally appreciate it. I know some people have rough Friday nights, myself included this time. But you know, Saturday mornings are not a musician's best friend usually. So she was out too, so we can all talk real quiet. You're still fast. See, I've been trying to be really good, but it's like 5 monsters into the morning. I'm like, it's not good. But anyways, we'll start with you, Mike. If you guys can introduce yourselves, please.
All right, my name is Mike Garza. Lead guitarist, rhythm, and vocals for Audio Pilots.
And I'm Cheryl, bass girl. Some of you know me. And I play bass, obviously, for Audio Pilots, and I'm the founder.
My name is Tony Kale, and I'm the drummer for Audio Pilots and vocals sometimes.
Very, very cool. And since you are the founder, we can ask you, how long have you guys been together? How'd you get the name, and how'd the lineup come about?
Well, technically we've been together for quite a while as a band, as Audio Pilots, but the three of us together have only been together for 3.5 months. Audio Pilots, the name came from our original guitarist, was Audio Pilot, thanks to Bonnie Dixon. It became Audio Pilots. And the name actually represents steering you through the sound of music. Because we don't want to be boxed into one specific genre of music. We want to take everybody a little somewhere, so that way everyone in the crowd will always hear at least some type of music that they like when they play. Try to keep everybody happy, as well as ourselves. It gives you a chance to mix it up, put it out there. You know.
Very, very cool. And you definitely did. It was like, you know, a lot of times, you know, when you said, you know, okay, this song's coming up or something, it was like, you know, is that going to be choppy or anything? But the transitions were really, really smooth, and everything was really great. So, and being, you know, like together, the three of you for only 3 months, you definitely gel well together. You definitely form a tight group, and you know, sometimes 3-piece, you know, you got nobody to hide behind. There's not 2 guitarists. There's not 5 microphones up there. There's not, you know, all the other stuff going, and you know, there's really no room for error, and you guys did a great job. So definitely, it shows. It definitely shows.
That was a part of actually putting it all together. Is we actually listened to songs and gelled them all together just so they would kind of flow. And that was the thing, is try to get it to flow where everybody's ears aren't hurting, or you don't get a shock all of a sudden. It's, you know,
not like, what the
from
hell?
up and down.
Yeah.
We'll send you on a little ride. You know, try to get you going and up and moving. So that's the point of the whole deal.
Yeah, louder.
Very cool. Well, it definitely works. Me louder?
No, him.
Him louder. Oh, he's mumbling.
Very quietly. Okay.
I think that's part of mumbling. We're so professional.
It's even more so when it's that quiet. Do what?
I know, it's like,
Yeah. I know. That's fine. I just,
We've only been together, like we were saying, just going on 3.5 months now. But I wanted to make everybody aware of something. This is my bass instructor. He taught me to play bass. I've only been playing for 1.5 years since my first lesson. So that's part of what helps us all gel together. We played in a band Gone together before we got together as Audio Pilots. And you know, I just want everybody to be aware of that. And also, he has another band that he's put together, and he writes all the music for it, lyrics, vocal melodies, the music, all the instrumental music. He plays with it, everything. And that's called Knucklebone, and it's going to be a really thrashy, hard-hitting band. And he's invited me to play bass with him, as long as I can keep up with it. Being kind of new, you know, I'm a little nervous about it. And thrashing is a whole different thing than playing the straight rock and punk and that kind of stuff. So.
but you could always like blame your instructor if you screw up. And maybe like after the first time, he might like just sort of let some things slide a little bit.
Oh, she tried, but I don't let her off the hook. I know what she's capable of, so.
See, and the fact that they're married, so, I mean, you got no recourse at that point. You know there's gonna be some shit talking anyways, but, it's like the give and take, you still gotta go home, so it's like, damn it.
Tony over here, he usually does what he does now. He sits back and he just kind of lets everything go by.
You would think he would be the hangover guy today. You and I are like, yeah, we're fine. You're the straight one in the group. He's the good boy. Look at him, he's like, How long have you been playing drums? How'd you get into it? We'll start this side.
got into it when I was 9 years old, and I've been playing since then, and I've been playing 44 years.
How'd you get into it?
Drums, I don't know, I just took lessons, and that's how I got into it, and I liked it. I really liked
Are
it.
you in any other bands?
It is when we get going, and I'm in this one now, so I'm doing good.
His band.
Don, we've been together for like 5 years, but since he's not the leader no more, the other two are. I haven't heard from them yet, Carlos and Danielle. So that's how I got it started.
I love the show sometimes. What was it, like the JJ and the Hugger Whale show when we fired somebody?
Yes.
Like halfway through the interview, it's like, by the way, you're not in the band anymore, and I'm like, oh, really? Wow.
What's that one show with Art Linkletter?
Oh, the
Kids say the
Yeah.
darndest things.
Yeah.
musicians say that, yeah, usually it's me, so I was really kind of happy that somebody else, and it's like halfway through the interview, he came in late across our laps, and,
Yeah.
I mean, he started off the day like painting his face.
I was gonna say, you should have known you were in for trouble when he painted his face black and orange and yellow.
Yeah, that was my first indication. It was like, I said hi to him, we were talking out in the parking lot, and, he was kind of telling me what was going on with the band and everything, and I came in and, I went out back and I was talking, and all of a sudden, like out of the corner of my eye, I was like, is there a football game? And then I was like, I think he's with the band, and then it was like, the coconuts and the grass, yeah. I think I am gonna be. Anyways, we'll go to you. Obviously, you've only been playing bass for a year and a half, and your instructor is with you, but any other instruments you play? I know you sing. Any other stuff you do? Any other projects you're in?
Playing bass is actually my first instrument I've ever played in my life. I was a late bloomer, almost 49 years old when I started. And as far as other bands, like I said, I'm in Nokabone as a bass player. I also play in JJ and the Hugger Whales with my son, who does some percussion. And that's pretty much about it for me. I've been singing since I was 4 years old. I was one of the youngest singers to be inducted into the Catholic Cathedral Choir. But I kind of lost my voice when I was a late teenager and forced myself to sing at a show. And so now I sing alto instead of soprano one. But this, my husband Mike, I'll let him have the mic if that's okay, because he's actually like the veteran in the band, and he's our music leader in the band and instructor, so he kind of runs the show when it comes to the musical part.
Cool. So what instruments do you play? How long have you been playing?
Well, actually, I started out when I was about 15 years old. I've always been into music because of my parents. My parents were in the military, and I've got an array of different types of music that I like, as far as, jazz, funk, reggae, country, old country and western, classic rock, 60s, 70s, 80s, you name it. Everything from the Bee Gees to the Doors to, so I've always, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Brothers Johnson, stuff like that. So I have a lot of different types of music that have been shown to me. So I try to put it all together like that, and I'm pretty much kind of a perfectionist when it comes to certain things. When I started out 15 years old is to get out of trouble, and that's how it always
You did
starts.
what every kid does. It's like, I'm going to play guitars and pick up girls.
Well, no, actually, to be honest with you, well, that was cool. I had no problem picking up girls, but I always did like, I always had music in me. My father and my grandfather my grandfather was a mariachi. My dad, he also played drums and all the wood instruments and the mariachi band as well. So it just kind of filtered on down, and that's pretty much where I come from. And so when we got this together, I was like, we need to be serious and we need to latch it down and we need to do something because we're not playing otherwise unless it sounds good. So that's. Oh, I'm sorry. Louder. But anyway, that's pretty much where I come from, and that's what I do. And I play drums. I also play bass. I've been playing bass for a long time in a couple of different bands. I also played in a 60s, 70s rock band called the Part Timers. I also played in the Syndicate, and which is a hardcore punk band. But I got a good roundabout music sense. So. I know that to all my friends and everyone who I've ever been around because I'm self-taught and I don't really read music, but you play the tape for me, I'll get it to you in a couple hours. So.
I asked Dizzy one time, how'd you learn to set the rewind button?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I come from in a nutshell.
Very cool.
Your mom did. I think everybody's parents.
She used to put the old transistor radio when she was pregnant with me on her stomach to keep me calm. I guess I was a real active child in the womb. But she used to put the transistor radio on her stomach to calm me down. And she was a singer as well. And she's no longer with us, but she is the one that actually got me into music. And in her family, it's all from West Virginia and in the Midwest and southern states. And growing up, I was subjected to a lot of bluegrass and country. Everyone played stringed instruments of some kind in her family. We were always around that. And I always wanted to, but never quite got the, gist of it until he started teaching me. And I was like, wow, this is different. I can do this. It's only 4 strings.
This ain't the picking and grinning part of it. This is, or you could be like Derek, who showed up and he had like 2 strings on his bass, and I was like, is he gonna string it? And I was like, nope, not gonna. It's definitely the only band I've ever seen play with 3 bass players and a drummer and a percussionist. It was like, it was interesting, but it was fun. It was really fun. Speaking of playing though, any plans? Do you have any upcoming gigs? Is there stuff coming up that you're going to be playing at?
Yes, we do. We're going to be playing at Phil's birthday party at Frank's Garage on the 25th. And then also we're going to be playing on the 28th of April at the Runway along with the Gunrunners, Artrell, and Project Mayhem, as well as a musician from New York, and I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. But that's going to be $5 cover at the door, and it's going to be a really rocking show. We're going to mix it up. It's called the Tucson Music Mixer, is what we've promoted the show as, because we're doing just that. We're mixing up the music genres, so everybody will get a little taste of something that they enjoy. And for Artrell, he's formerly of Morgan's Cage, the bass player from there, and he actually does his own thing, and it's an acoustic set, so we're going to have a little bit of everything in there, from hard, thrashy punk all the way down to some smooth acoustics.
That sounds like a good show then. And if anybody wants to get in touch with you on Facebook, I know you guys have your personal pages. And you have a band page, don't you? And do you have Reverb Nation or any of that stuff too?
We have audio pilots on Facebook. We also have Reverb Nation, but we have yet to put music on that one because, as he stated, we're very much about perfection. And the recordings we've been getting lately, we've been doing on our own, and they haven't been quite up to par enough that we want to put on there. But if you go on our band page and our personal pages, you can find the music on there.
Very cool. I know, it's like Facebook. What would we do without it? God, it's Oh, I know. It's, you know, my son, I called some friends yesterday, he broke his arm, and it was like, yeah, you know, told a couple friends, and they didn't get back to me, so I, you know, put a picture of him on Facebook sitting in the hospital. All of a sudden, my phone started blowing up. It was like, dude, you didn't break your arm till Facebook said you did. Because it was like, you know, nothing happens until it's official on Facebook, and it's like, okay. But anyways, another thing going on, doing the promotion stuff, I'm going to make Amber tell me a little bit about today at the River's Edge, because we do have Thursday nights, the first and third Thursday, there's beer pong, and if you stick around long enough, the girls hit the poles at midnight, which is always fun. And Wednesday nights now, is it Wednesday nights?
Yes,
Bikini contests, and gotta love summer in Tucson. Friday night sexy butt contest with $100, and that's, it's well, guys have tried to enter, but it's more the girls are entering. It's actually the girls are entering, but it's for the guys. So it depends on what way you want to look at it. And they have country music on Friday nights. Saturday nights is rock nights. They've got karaoke Sunday through Thursday, so that's always a great time. And wet t-shirts is Tuesday nights, last Tuesday of every month. So, I mean, it's like all about the booties, kind of.
And
Yay.
we have a newfound shot that we have. It's a
Come here.
Jaeger Jell-O
Come
shot.
here. A what? A Jaeger
Jaeger
yellow shot?
Sure, say that 5 times fast.
Honey, I can't say anything fast this morning. I am hurting. I had to look at my pictures to find out where the hell I was last night, and I still don't know. It's scary. Hi, Mom. Anyways, today at the River's Edge, if you want to come down, starting at 2 o'clock, the Bug Girls are going to be coming in. Major Schwag is Armed at Night playing tonight? Or
No, Live Wire.
Live Wire. I
Live
knew
Wire.
it was one of those.
Motley
And
Crue tribute.
yeah, Motley Crue tribute. And I should totally out Tommy B wherever he was, because he's doing like totally, they're playing some great music, and he's doing like the whole getting dressed up is like the hair band people, and if he hears me, he's probably gonna smack me. But we love Tommy B. Anyways, you definitely want to come down to the River's Edge, check out all the great bands we have Saturday mornings, but also Friday and Saturday nights. The karaoke today starting at 2, Bud Girls in, tons of promos and stuff, and Amber made the bar all sparkly pretty with little shamrocks everywhere, so it's gonna be a good time. So we look forward to seeing you. We're gonna get them back up on stage probably in about 10 minutes, because I have to download stuff to my computer. And thank you once again.
If you guys make it out, which I'm hoping you will, we've got some more originals that'll be coming up in April that we're going to be putting out for you. Right now we currently have 4. And from what I understand, that's pretty good for a 3.5-month-old band to have
That is.
that many songs already down to science. You know, we've
It
already
is.
played 2 of them for you this morning. If you're not here, you need to get your butt up off your chair and get over here and see us. See
Yes.
this beautiful bartender over here in her short shirt dress, showing off her legs, and then of course the beautiful Trouble here. You guys all need to come down and check it out. It's free entrance. They serve food. They got awesome drinks, and she makes a mean Bloody Mary.
She makes one of the best Bloody Marys in town.
Definitely Amber's Bloody Marys. Not only do you get to look at her, but you get to taste the Bloody Mary. Win-win. So anyways, on that happy note, we're going to send them back up on stage in a little bit. Thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. There's that. Stop the recording so I can like download.
I ain't